Yeah, I just want to show some progress on the Schwinn. It's looking good. There you go. It's got re-greased front bearings, the bottom bracket, cleaned up the cranks. It's got a new chain, rebuilt or refurbished or cleaned up the derailleurs. It's got new cables, casings. I took these apart, cleaned them and lubed them, and put new. I bought a universal set. They're not like the exact original but they work the way they connect to the thing in there. But cleaned up right there. Put a reflector on it. I just got to do the brakes. I started polishing them. I polished them. That's a polished one for I think that's the front. And then the back ones, see how dirty they are. See how dirty they are? So once we polish them, they'll look nice. I used to do that before on other bikes. Yeah, so it's got I had to buy a new gear because the gear that was on there was broken. I tried to take it apart. I'll show you right here. I was gonna rebuild it, and when I went to take off the screw, this piece broke off from right here. So I wasn't able to take it apart, so I had to just the way I took it off was since I couldn't get it off with the tool, because this is a special tool, I removed this ring here, which allows this to come apart. And once it comes apart, you don't have the free will to work against you, and then you just put a wrench on this here, right there, and it came right off. So it's a good experience to know all this stuff. I think it's a fairly fresh, I think it's an old crack. You gotta look at it with the eye loop. And if you look right here, if it's a fresh crack, then you'll know from the metal. But if it's an old crack, you'll see that it's been, rubbing up against each other. So, it's although I bought a new one, I looked on all my spare rims that I had up. Well, actually, let's go here. I have this one that I rebuilt, but it's a 5-speed. So that won't work because that's a 7-speed. This one here is a 6-speed, but I can't open this one up to rebuild it. It's kind of stuck. So I haven't messed with it. But a bike that I bought a few weeks ago that I stripped down for parts, and I got a couple parts off of it. I have those 24-inch rims, and those 24-inch rims had a gear, and I failed to notice that, and here it is. This one I rebuilt too, from that 24-inch rim. So I could have used this one instead of buying a new one, but it's okay. I'll just save this one for another one. So it's always good to have spare parts. But I wish I would have taken a little bit more time to check out my inventory and I wouldn't have to have bought that one. But it's cool. It's all right. I'm thinking of painting this guy instead of putting it on there chrome, I'm gonna paint it red so it can match the stem and the handlebars. So I'll scuff it up, clean it up. I got a whole can. It's in good shape still. I think it'll look nice. And I'm thinking of putting these blue ones on here because it'll complement the blue, because it's got magenta and blue. I don't know. I was thinking yeah, and then I was thinking no, but then I was looking at a BMX video right now on YouTube where a guy who bought a house, who up in the attic, he was filled with at least 20, 25 BMX from Mongoose from back in the 70s, late 70s. Oh man, the guy had a passion. The guy who owned the bikes, I guess, in his attic, he was saving them. But, the BMXs were like chrome frames with gold handlebars and blue grips with red, die comps. So it was like gold, red, blue. I mean, I said, oh yeah, you know what? So what? So what if it's red, blue, and magenta? Hey, just like the old days, the BMX bikes. So, because those were black and they were ugly. So I just polished these all up, and then I rebuilt the gear shifters, and they work. I just tested it all out. I rode it already. It rides nice, but the frame is too small for me, so, it's not for me. I need bigger frames like that. That's my specialized. And then I got my Black Widow right here. That's a Roadmaster. That's nice. I scored on that one. $15. All of these are scores. I got them for really low price. So I bought one the other day, and I just took the seat off. I put it on this one, I believe, because this one had a horrible seat. But I buy them for parts. The cables, whatever. I could have used this sprocket, but I guess like I said, I didn't take time to check my inventory. Anyways, that's it. It's looking good, huh? Look at that. We just got to finish up the brakes and maybe find a red reflector for the back, because all my bikes I try to put reflectors on. This one I haven't put any on yet because I just haven't had any extra ones. But like this one, I put the front ones on, the back ones, even on my Diamondback and the Schwinn that I just finished, the Riverside. That's my BRC that I built from scratch. I bought a Giant bike and a BRC, and I took all the parts off of the Giant to build that BRC. So it came out nice. That was a score. It's good to be able to do that stuff. It's fun. On the Schwinn, I got rid of those stupid BMX or Schwinn handlebars, those beach cruiser ones, and I put this baby bars that I got from where did I get that bike? I think the bike that I bought that I got the parts from. I got these mini bars. They're pretty cool. The stem I had from excuse me, the lady that I helped clean out her garage. I had a stem that was on this bar, but I didn't like the color. It had a goofy 2 bolts. I didn't like it, so I put this one on. That looks better anyways. Gotta have a variety of color. So that's it. So that's Polly's Schwinn. Hey Polly, look at your Schwinn. Looks nice, huh? She's nice and shiny. I put the clear coat on it. I washed it. You can't see it right now, but in the night, in the day, in the sunlight, you can see the nice glitter on the. That doesn't do it justice. Let me see if I can turn on the light. Let me see. It has this glitter. It has this. You can't see it in the camera, but it's magenta, and it's got a blue glitter. Really nice. Not like this one. This is cool, man. Freaking alien. I love this one, man. I got this one cheap too. This one's a good bike. I put new tires on it. It's got some awesome rims on there. Straight as an arrow. Anyways, enjoy.